the girl that was in my house didn't know where the fuse box was, and then I actually didn't even know where the fuse box was for a minute, and then I had to like put myself in the apartment and be like, where was the fuse box when I used to live there? Because obviously I only moved back for 3 weeks, but I used to live there for 2.5 years. But I just like couldn't think where it was, and I was like, Lindsay, you need to think right now. They have no power in the apartment. And then I just magically remembered. I don't even know how, but I remember the power going out and my brother being like so mean to me and being like, oh, it's over here, it's in these cupboards. And he like walks me out of the apartment and he was like, it's down here in these locked cupboards. And I remember being like, that's so smart. Like the cupboards look locked and I'd looked down there before and I'd never gone in them. But that's literally how I remembered, because I thought, when's the power gone out? Let me think. I probably asked my brother, because I used to live with my brother. And my brother was like, it's down here. And so then I remembered. So I'm literally just messaging that tenant right now to say, hey, hope your flight from UK has been okay. Because actually these people who have been subletting my apartment have just been paying the rent up front. So I am quite courteous in thinking that, like, they could get scammed. I'm a good person and I give them my passport, and obviously they can look through my Facebook and they can see like my whole life story because everything's on Facebook. But at the same time, like I don't want, like, I feel like good karma always comes to you. So I'm just checking in with them. Hey William, hope you had a good safe flight over. I spoke to Alice last night and she said she had discussed with you. Also, let me know where you guys are watching from. She had discussed with you where she was going to leave the keys. Any questions, let me know. Amazing. And we've got a Caprihina. I had food poisoning. I don't even know why the hell I ordered that. I actually just ordered it for the photos. I'm in Florence, Italy. Guys, summer has left. Summer has left the chat. It's not sunny anymore, and I put my bikini on today, and I was like, I'm losing my tan, even though I still look really tan. I was so tan before, and I used to put on anything, and it would just look amazing. Like, even if my hair or makeup wasn't good, it would just look so good, just because I was so tanned. So we're here chilling at Ipanema. No, it honestly does look like Miami. I literally get Miami vibes from this. I want to go back to Miami. I can't lie. I don't know. They definitely put no sugar in that. And I have no snacks for the beach, and I usually always bring snacks to the beach, but the Zona Sul, which is like the supermarket near my hostel, just really didn't have any good selection. So we have a protein bar, but that is all. I also bought this new bikini. I had this bikini on, but I can't lie. My Australian bikinis, I don't know, the fabric is just, I haven't even feel like I've worn this one that much. I don't know, the fabric just feels like thin compared to like, I mean, these obviously once you wear them, they get like this, but they cost £5. This costs like £70. Anyway, let me know where you guys are watching from. We are chilling. It's 3:45 in Rio de Janeiro. I don't really have much planned today. I just moved accommodation from the Airbnb to a hostel. I'm actually doing a collaboration with the hostel, which is amazing. So we're saving money there because, we don't have any more pounds in my bank account. And the pounds was really nice. I do need to call the UK government because they owe me a tax return, which is amazing. So I have like £500 there. Also, I actually woke up this morning and got an email saying that I had made some money from my affiliate link with Global Work and Travel. So I need to follow up on that. I think I'm going to do a bit of a beach day, do a bit of content, and then head back to the hostel, do a bit of content, and then I don't know what I'm going to do tonight. Maybe it'll be an early night, and probably be an early night, and then like a good start to the morning, sunrise, Apridor Gym, go for a run. Also, I'm staying in Ipanema, which is great, so I can run to Apridor Gym. When you travel, do you prefer hotel or Airbnb? Honestly, we had like a really bad Airbnb, and the host was really not accommodating. It was really dirty, mold, not clean. So we complained to Airbnb, and then you only get an Airbnb credit, which I thought was so smart because you obviously get to keep the money in Airbnb, so you're obviously going to rebook through Airbnb because it's probably going to be a large sum, like £200. You're not going to go book a hotel, right, and lose out on £200 because you probably forget about that credit. So I don't know. I think if it's longer stays, Airbnb, because I do like to cook my own food, but if it's shorter stays, hotels. I love a bit of luxury. So yeah, we're just chilling. It is a bit cloudy today. I am from New Zealand. I have a mixed accent because I've lived a lot of places. But this is my Monday office, and I can't complain. Love it. And I bought this new bikini today because I feel like I'm losing my tan, so I needed to get something that made me still look tanned. Just uploading to my story because I'm like, don't ask me why I got morongo. Is it morongo or morongo? Morong. I need to really work on my Portuguese. Strawberry. But I'm practicing. I know it's got an A somewhere. I think it's in between, but I don't know where. From the UK, how is the weather in the UK? Because I have a lot of friends messaging me saying they're envious of my Brazil stories because I guess the weather in the UK isn't good. Good morning, good morning. Where are you guys watching from? Moronga, moronga, morongo. Morongo, cat, rahina. When I had food poisoning. New Jersey. Oh my gosh, I love New York. I really, really, really want to go back to America. Raining at the minute. So jealous of your weather. Oh, I promise I've had one caipirinha. Honestly, if it makes you feel better, it's not that hot. But it does. I woke up and I went for sunrise paddleboarding in the ocean today. And yeah, I actually thought back to this time last year. I was probably hustling and bustling, getting on the tube, trying to get to get to my office job, probably stressed as hell, making next to no money. I mean, I'm not making money, like a lot of money here, but at least my quality of life is a lot better, you know? Nice hat. Thank you. My brother got it for me in Chile, and I wear it when I haven't done my hair. Well, I did my hair yesterday, but they don't have a hairdryer, so then my hair goes like natural, which is very wavy, and it doesn't look good without a hat. So I put this little sombrero on. Oh, thank you. Yeah, I tried on 3 bikinis, and I was like, I really want to get like 3, but this was the best one, so we kept this one. And I also hadn't seen this one in a lot of stores, so I was like, I'm going to get that. Don't ask me why I got a moronga caipirinha when I had food poisoning 24 hours ago. It's actually a really good photo, I can't lie. She said she wants one like that now. The bikini or the hat? Because they were so cheap here. A bikini was like £7, £8, which in Australia, this bikini is like $200. And like, don't get me wrong, it's really nice, but $200. I always said I wanted to start my own bikini brand or label, but I just didn't know how. And then I actually went on a date with a guy in London, and he told me the best way to start a business is to sell a service, because when you start with a product, you need to... This is probably the only good thing I got from him. He was horrible to me. But he said when you start with a product... oh my God, this guy's having a full photo shoot in the ocean, and I'm so here for it. The Brazilians do not shy away from photo shoots. He told me to sell a service, not a product, because with a service, it can be online and you don't have to sell it. Like, even if you go a few months without selling it, you don't have any overheads. But if you have a product and you don't sell anything, you've got storage, you've got old stock, you've got it going out of fashion, you've got materials, you've got sort of maybe you've already paid for the actual products, so you know you're already in debt. So I thought that was really interesting. You should model them. My friends, my Canadian friends, actually have a brand, and I use their bikinis, and they're going to send me some more, so I will be modeling them in Australia. $80 in the USA. This is what I mean. It's actually a really good business venture. Like when the Canadian girls, we're going to start like a Brazilian bikini brand because bikinis shouldn't be more than $50. Like, you should never have to pay more than $50 for bikinis. And I was like, you know what? That is so true. Because the amount of times I live in a bikini and I've paid so much for bikinis around the world. So, like, yeah, I don't know. I feel like it is a really good business venture, but then also it's very competitive. Also, if the Keju or the Shahasku guy comes, I'm definitely getting some. I extended, well, honestly, I don't even think I actually extended. I think I went to the airport to triple check I wasn't overstaying my visa because I had counted my days. I don't even know what they did with my visa. I ChatGPT'd it and it told me when I country run to Colombia that it doesn't reset my days. Like, it literally told me that. And then I went to the Policia Federal in the airport and they're like, you're fine if you leave the country before the 2nd of May. So I was like, okay. I told him I would book an appointment on the 28th to extend, but I said I won't be here. I'm flying out on the 25th. And then they just told and said, you're fine if you leave the 25th. I actually am going to leave the 25th this time. I definitely am. 1, because I need money. 2, because I actually have Europe summer coming up, which is so exciting. And 3, the summer is dying down here. The vibes are chilling. And don't get me wrong, I do like that. But at the same time, the next 2 weeks, I definitely feel like I will be Rio'd out. Today I went sunrise paddleboarding, which I was super happy about, something I want to tick off. I want to go surfing. A guy I met at Outdoor Gym, he's like a surfer from Bali, everything. I'm hoping I can go surfing with him. I want to go to a favela party. I want to go to a football game. So there's like a few more things I want to tick off. And then I just want to have a few more chill days, just like this at the beach. And then I honestly will be so happy with my experience. Like, obviously I'm coming back at the end of the year, but every time I tell you I had a flight booked to leave Rio, I was like, I cannot get on that flight. So I feel like as much as I will be so hard to leave, it will be a bit easier maybe because the summer's ended. Don't ask me why I got a morongo cappuccino and had food poisoning 24 hours ago. What song should we put to that, guys? You look quite tall. Not sure you are. I'm like average. I'm like 167 centimeters. So I'm not short, but I'm not tall. I'm pico size. I'm pocket rocket size. I'm perfect size. We're the hot tub. I mean, this is the beach. Oh, this is such a nice comment. Seeing your journey is so cool and so fun to keep up with. Thank you so much. I was literally on the paddleboarding this morning thinking, how did my life look 3 years ago? I was in the most toxic job ever, and I honestly didn't document it a lot because the people at that job used to watch my social media and used to make fun of me, and I was really scared of losing my job if I ever talked negatively about them online. And even when I left that job in London and I got another job, they were watching. I blocked them on everything. They're the only people blocked in my Instagram, except for my ex-boyfriends. They're like the only people blocked on my Instagram. It's all those people I used to work with. Even had to unfollow them all on LinkedIn. Like, it was so toxic. I feel like now that I've exited London, I can actually talk more about it. But when I was there, I just felt like they could have come out of nowhere and jeopardized the current job I had, talked badly about me or said something I never did. So, yeah. Australia? No, New Zealand. New Zealand. Just trying to find a good song for this. I'm a new viewer. Where are you from? I am from Nova Zelanda, but I am living in Rio for the next 3 weeks. I've been here 3 months. This is a good song. When they come around with the shahasku and the not cashew. No, not cashew. I remembered it last night. Kenchi? No, that's hot. It's like cashew. London. Where are you watching from in London? I can't lie, I do miss London. Everyone goes, why do you miss London? But like, I think when you live in New Zealand and you're so isolated from the whole world, London is just such a open, like a gate door to the whole world. Do you know what I mean? But who has the best music and food of the countries you visited? Honestly, Colombia and Brazil are so high on my list, and I'm so happy I came to them because I've wanted to come to them for so long. Yeah. Country boys? Well, I grew up on a farm, so don't get me wrong, I am a very bougie gal. I love fancy things and I love bougie things, but I can also be a very good farm girl. But I do like my bougie fancy stuff. Why are you at the beach all the time? I'm so jealous of you. Well, I'm kind of just like on holiday. I've just been on holiday for like the last 4 months. I have been working. No, that's wrong. I was working 3 months of my 4 month South America trip. I was actually working remote for my London job. And I was also pursuing my social media influencing. So I was actually working like 3 jobs. No, I was working 2 jobs while trying to holiday. It was a lot, but if you know me, I take on more than I can ever handle. And then the last month was probably the most enjoyable because I really got to focus in on my social media, really got to wake up and pretend like I was an influencer. But I'm going to go to work, and it would be like, I'm going to go to the beach and do a live stream, or I'm going to edit these videos to go up on my feed today. So yeah, I'm single, very single, and I'm back to my happy linzblogs self. Karaoke broke my heart, but he couldn't keep me down for long. So I'll message you on social media. I want to get to know you. I mean, I don't really reply to DMs. I get a lot of hate, so if you ever want a response, it's usually an email. I'm gonna put that on my story. Wow. Standard. Oh, under your spell, I like you very much. I really want the shahasku and the cashews cheese, cashew. You get a lot of hate. No effing way. Oh my god, so much hate. I don't even look at my message requests because honestly, it throws me off my vision and my path and who I am. It makes me question who I am, and I definitely know who I am. I've traveled around the world all on my own, and at the end of the day, it's just people projecting their insecurities on you. They wish they could be in Brazil, filming a live, traveling the world solo, being very fearless. So yeah. Well, World Cup is coming to North America. Get your flights now. You know what? I'm not that keen on football. I don't know. How was the work culture in your company? Toxic or fun? It depends which company you're talking about, but I obviously worked in finance. I did all social media for finance because it pays the best. If you know anything about London, London is so expensive. Um, I don't know how to explain it without like, let's just say work culture in London is not easy and it's very toxic, no matter what industry you're in or what company. I think London is the most cutthroat career and place I've ever lived. I've never felt so insecure, like so unstable with a job in my life. They hate us because they ain't us. Period. Blows my mind that people hate on you. I mean, me too, but then again, I don't know. Nice nails. Thank you. I need to go get them topped up before I leave. Would you recommend a London local to relocate? Absolutely. I think London appeals to more people who don't live in London because honestly, when I look at it, I'm like, there is not much appeal to it. Obviously, I miss it. Yes, I love it. But that's because I've never been brought up there. I never had that access to Europe. I never had the hustle and the bustle. I never had those skyscrapers. Like I see skyscrapers of Liverpool Street and Gherkin and I'm still like, wow, that's incredible. But if you're brought up with that, you're kind of just like used to that. You guys would crave the sun so much. And honestly, I went there 2 or 3 years, got a little glimpse, got a little hustle bustle, but like I'm actually okay, I miss it, but I'm actually so okay with not being there as well because the sun and vitamin D and hearing the ocean and hearing the waves is so good for you and it doesn't cost you a mortgage. Yes, I do miss London. but I'm not going to go back there until I'm rich. So, yeah. I'm just going to put this on my story. Yeah, I did have some relationships in the UK. I wouldn't say they were the best. I mean, I wouldn't even say they were relationships. They were more just like talking stages and they never fizzled into anything. And to be honest, when I lived in London, I was in flight or flight mode for the whole 3 years and I really didn't even go on dates. I was so stressed. I have been looking back at photos of me just 6 months ago and I look a different person. I actually think I'm going to do a post of like comparison of like, you don't realize your environment affects you till you leave. And I used to see all these posts of like English people leaving UK. And I thought, oh, they're being dramatic, they're being dramatic. And then it literally happened to me. And I was only in their country for like 2 or 3 years. It's actually crazy. Like, I don't know. As a woman, how long does it take to look after your appearance? A long time. I go to the gym like 6 times a week. That is like 2 hours a day. What's that? 2 times 6 is 18 hours. And then eating well, drinking well, like making your own food, nutrition, and getting your nails done, getting your hair done, getting your eyebrows done, looking after your skin, gut health. I just think in today's generation, people have access to social media, so they have a lot of options now. So they don't really want to commit. That's your answer to Linz. Would you agree? A lot of men and women don't care. Just gonna add this to my Instagram story. Everyone's probably at work. That's why they're not on the line. What are you guys doing actually right now? I need some like funky sort of like summery song. Oh, I love. Where are you guys? What is your next holiday destination? This Morongo Cartagena definitely had no suco. I'm in the UK. It's around 8 p.m. Oh my gosh! Everyone's finished their Monday day. I definitely want to leave London. Honestly, London is only good if you're rich, like really rich. I can't even believe the house I was living in. And this like just going out for a coffee, I would like be like, which card to tap? Which card to tap? And I was earning like what was considered a good salary for my profession. And I was like, this is the vibes at the beach right now. It's very chilled and I'm so here for it. I'm waiting for them to come around with the shahasku. Shahasku. I grew up in that city and it's true. I couldn't believe, like, whenever anyone tells me something is expensive, I'm like, no, it's not. Like, living in London, like, I made a good salary, I made pounds, and when I tell you my salary disappeared, and I'm good with my money, clearly, because I've been able to travel for 4 months, but oh my God, London is just another level. I thought Sydney was expensive. London, because the wages don't equate the cost of living. The salaries are low. Australia is expensive, don't get me wrong, but at least the salaries are high. Like, I could be on 100K in Australia with the job I had in London, but yeah, I wasn't even close to that in London. Tax and inflation. I just think it's the cost of living in UK is just so much. Like rent was almost half my salary, and like I lived in a council flat. It had mold in the bathroom. It was nothing nice about it. I'm just putting this on my Instagram. Come say hi. Because I'm like, you know what? Let's do some work. How can I learn about money? Meet the strangers there and ask them different questions. Life will be more interesting. Yeah, I will. But then sometimes they, like last time, those guys came up and they were like asking me for money, like to help their family in the favela, and it was just like very intense. This sounds like zone 1 minus 3 with their rent prices. Rent in London, I was paying £904. Money is stressful when it comes to maths. Surely it takes up her time. Where's Melanie? Melanie is in an Airbnb and she's doing some work for her dance. And I am just chilling at the beach. That's a good deal, right? Like my rent in London, that was a really good deal. But like how? £900 to live where I live, and now I pay literally maybe a little bit more, and I have my own apartment in Sydney, Australia. Beautiful white walls, like 2 minutes from the beach, balcony, so much better. Guys, they carry so much on them. They carry like all that on them. 900 is very low. It was expensive for me. I know it was super low. Like for the area I was living, um, like where I was living, I should have been paying like £1,200, £1,300. Oh wow, grandfather to leave your house. Where in London? Where in London? Oh, you're from the States? Whereabouts in the States? If you're gonna say like New York or something, I'd be so jealous. Girl, slay that outfit. Thank you. I'm actually just waiting for them to come around with the churrasco. I'm starving. I really want my Gabriel to come past, but maybe he's not working today. Where is the soul? Where is the sun? Where is the sun? Love you. Oh, I don't know what that meant either. 1 BHK means 1 bedroom apartment. I really feel like a coffee right now. This mountain, I'm not sure. I probably should know. Is it like Ipanema? Not sure, not sure. Have you guys ever been to Brazil? Let me know. I'm from Nova Zelanda. I mean, that is a great view, I can't lie. I can just imagine people in London just like it pouring rain outside. You're a very attractive girl, thank you. What do you do for a living? Well, I used to work social media for finance companies, like do their social media, and then I left London because my dad got really sick, and well, not really sick, but he's had a lot of health scares while I lived abroad, so I decided to bite the bullet and leave. So I left, and then I took this 4 months around South America, and my socials grew even more. So now I am going to go back to Australia and build a social media agency where I teach other people how to grow their social media and give coaching, because I want to have an online business so I can come back to Rio and have this as my summer again. So I feel like I want to do like winters in Australia, summers in Brazil. Don't get me wrong, I do want to do like Europe summers, but I do feel like I did like 3 Europe summers when I lived in London that I can kind of just go do them for a couple of weeks. I don't actually need to do a summer there. But then again, I am a girl that loves to do a lot. I don't know, I just need to spend more time in Australia with my family. I want to move to Brazil or Costa Rica. Costa Rica is very expensive. The Americans like hype the price up. I am going to Greece, which I'm so excited for, and then obviously hopefully I'm going to save enough money and go to London to see all my friends, because I miss them so much, and it would have been like a year since I've seen them. And that's all I really have planned for. I do have a friend I want to see in south of France, and south of France has been somewhere I've really wanted to visit, but it all depends money, because Europe's on a whole nother ball game compared to Brazil with money. But how do you find time for relationships? With my family, I don't know. In my culture in New Zealand, you don't really speak to your family every day. You just speak to them when you like want to say something or anything. So my family, it's fine. With friendships, I just send a lot of voice notes. I send a lot of messages like, hope everything's good. Like my friend's in Bali at the moment, and I just sent her like a few messages on social media being like, hope you're having the best time, yada yada. I think it's like just being in constant communication with them. Like you might send them a message, they might not reply for a couple of days, but just at least making them feel seen or heard. I'm not worried. I haven't even looked if she's opened the messages, but I'm just messaging her to let her know that I know that she's in Bali and I hope she's having a good time. I'm 167 centimeters, so 5'5". This is your original hair color or colored your hair. So I've only ever dyed my hair once, blonde, and I hated it, and it was like a balayage. It wasn't even like fully blonde. And I never dyed my hair after that. This is just my natural hair, but like when it goes in the sun, it goes a lot lighter. So a lot of the photos I post of me in London, it looks a lot darker because it's just I haven't seen the sun. How are you so confident? Confidence is a choice. I did grow up in New Zealand, and I did grow up with nothing really around me, so a lot of the time I would spend my time making videos on the farm, and I was kind of one of those people that went to school, and I was kind of like the unique girl. I was like kind of the odd girl out. I was always the girl making videos. I was always the girl who had a different colored top, or I was always the girl that had something different. So I kind of always stood out, and I have brothers, so I kind of just learned to not care, because when you're younger, if you have brothers, they just tell you stuff. Like my brothers, I would go up to my brothers, but oh my god, like look at my new fingernails, and they're like, that's ugly. So I think actually having brothers maybe really helps me to become confident, because I was like, I really could not care what girls say about me, because my brothers have said it 10 times worse, and this is still true to this day. Like if my brothers tell me they like an outfit, oh my god, you bet believe I'm wearing that outfit 10 times after that. Yes, to Greece, make a blog of all the must go-tos. I absolutely will. I actually have my vlogs from Greece last year for my birthday that I really need to upload. When I get back to Australia, I'm going to be pumping out the YouTube vlogs so I can then pump out all the new content. So stay tuned. Don't you get brand collaborations? Yes, I do get brand collaborations. I need to reach out more to brands, but I just love living my life, and I just wait for brands to come to me, and if I like the brand, I'll collab with them. If I don't, I won't. But it's something I should really focus on more when I go back to Australia. But yeah. How do you meet people? I'm very approachable. I am always smiling. I try to learn Portuguese. I just always like have a friendly face, an approachable face. And also I sometimes spark up the conversations if I'm traveling solo, I'm sitting at a bar alone. I'll be like, oh my gosh, you should try get that cocktail. You should try that. Or I'll be like, oh, where are you from? But also read the room because sometimes I'm traveling solo and someone starts speaking to me and I'm like, I don't want to speak. Like my social battery is at 0. You want to relax and chill, feel free to enjoy whatever you want right now. As much as I like your channel, you are too smart for me. I'm not on an even playing field with you. That's not true. Don't ever talk yourself down like that. I think you definitely are what you like say you are, and you should always give yourself positive affirmations. There's times I talk myself down and I have to remind myself, like, no, because you sort of become what your environment is. So always keep it positive as much as you can. Like, yes, don't be wrong, these days I'll be like, oh my gosh, I look a little fat, I'm on my period. And then I just like be like, well, Lindsay, you're a woman, you're gonna be on your period. Like, this is it's just a phase, you don't let it like become you. Also, where's the churrasco? Did it not come on Mondays? I need a kenchi. No, kenchi's hot. I need a cheese and churrasco. Don't you get brand collaborations? Gucci, Versace. I don't even think those brands do collaborations. Are you a Jew? No, I'm leaving tomorrow. I'm at Ecuador right now. Are you watching from the beach or are you at the gym? You kind of look Mediterranean. Actually, guys, let me know in the chat what nationality I look like because, oh my God, me and my best friend used to have this debate all the time when we were traveling, and we would be like, I'd always tell her I look Brazilian because a lot of people would say I obviously don't have a Brazilian face, but I can't lie. All the girls here have so much plastic work surgery done. Like, how do you even know what a real Brazilian looks like? Like, I'm sorry, they have so much work done. Don't get me wrong, they're drop dead gorgeous. But I mean, a lot of people can be drop dead gorgeous and have a lot of work done. Anyway, so I always used to joke, like, I look Brazilian because sometimes when I would travel, I'd have a big bum, I'd be tanned, I'd have brunette hair. So people would be like, oh, Brazilian, or Spanish, or Italian. And I always wanted to be Brazilian. I don't know, I just love the vibes of Brazilians and stuff like that. And me and my friend would always have this like debate. She's like, you don't like Brazilian. Ah. So we'd always go out drinking at night. And I'd be like, well, guess my nationality. And quite a few, like a good handful would just guess Brazilian. And I'd be like, see, told you. So let me know what you guys think. How do you communicate in Brazil? Do you speak English? A lot of them do speak English. Also, you have Google Translate. Also, you learn a couple of words and you just do a lot of sign language. And also, like when you come to places, a lot of the times one of their friends will speak a bit of English or they'll call someone over and speak a bit of English. It's also good to learn a bit of Portuguese as well. I'll buy you a drink, can I? You can send some money in the chat. We can get another cappuccino and we can make this another drunk YouTube live. You're on steroids. Your body looks great though. No, I have really good genetics. I train really hard and I've trained really hard for 10 years. And I really look after my body. I had food poisoning the last 2 days and it makes me really grateful for the health I have. Do you speak Portuguese? Okay, let me practice. Tô cansada, preciso de café. Qual é seu plano para hoje? Saudades de você. That's like I miss you very much. I'm at the beach. Oh my gosh. Hey. You're like the best advertiser for Brazil ever. Love your vibe and how you've adapted so well. Thank you. I'm a Brasileira. Hi from the Caribbean. Oh my gosh, I would love to be in the Caribbean. Wait, tell me the beach shop you're at and I'm going to walk to you and get a selfie. I'm at 1:30. Don't waste your money going to the US. I mean, I do like going to the US. I don't know, I just feel like the US has a lot of opportunities. I feel like, I can't lie, I was watching Coachella and I was a little jealous. Because at my first ever concert was Justin Bieber in Auckland, New Zealand. My oldest brother took me there. And I was like 11 or 12. And then seeing him play in Coachella, I was like, man, the things I would have done to be there. But I'm still happy because I'm in Brazil. But it's really nice to see him like performing again, because I know he's obviously been through a lot, and I think he's getting like so much criticism online for like an average performance. But I'm like, if you had any idea what this man's been through, it's just so good to see him up on stage. Like any celebrity, they go through a lot. I think this is the thing I've learned with social media is you could do the best performance ever, and there's always going to be people critiquing. Like, that's the thing. Like, there's always going to be haters. There's always going to be someone, you know? That's where you kind of just have to stay so true to yourself, because there's always going to be people not liking what you're doing. There's always going to be people who love what you do, but there's always going to be a percent that are like, oh, his show was too much, or his show was too extra, and then he goes and winds it right back and does it like really nostalgic, and oh, no, it's not. It's too much. It was too chilled. It was too vintage. How do you have all these life stories? I don't have anything. I've traveled a lot. I've met a lot of people, and I've lived in a lot of countries. Also, do you guys have any interest coming to Brazil? I have been in talks with doing a Brazil trip here, but I'm just a bit uneasy doing it because I'm not sure if it's for me. I really want to go back and work on a social media agency that will bring me in sturdy, steady income so that I can come back here at the end of the year and just have another amazing summer here. So I don't know. What do you guys think? Brazil trip. I don't know. It's just a lot of work. Oh, Praia de Juca. No, I'm in Ipanema. I don't know, with the Brazil trip, I'm very keen to do it, but it's just, you should immigrate to Brazil. I can't immigrate. I don't have a passport. I think with the Brazil trip, like, I really want to do it, but it's also like, it's going to come around really soon. It's going to be straight after Greece here in Brazil. And then I also want to come back on my own from pretty much end of December till March. And for me to financially afford that, kind of need to have some really steady income coming. But then a lot can happen in 3 or 4 months. But they are asking me to, you know, sign the contract. And literally, I told them I'm talking with my management, because I am talking with my management at the moment. That's such a nice Brazil top. Okay, I forgot it. It's so, they get you. They get you. Trust me, because you can hear you, but I don't need a Brazil top. And then it's there, and you're like, wow, it's a nice Brazil top. I'm waiting for the churrasco. But maybe he's having a day off today. And there's a really fit guy over there with tattoos. But I don't know, it's one of those guys that has like tattoos and looks fit from far away, but isn't fit. Dubai better. I have no interest to go to Dubai, honestly. Like, if you gave me a $10,000, the last place I'd be going would be Dubai. I'd be going to Nicaragua, Costa Rica, Mexico, back to Mexico. I've been there before. I don't know, just all of Central America. Like Panama. I don't know, just all these like random ass places. Yeah, the beach is kind of chill, can't lie. And the sun is also going down. Also, that guy actually does look fit. Poor him doesn't know he's actually on a YouTube live, and I'm deciding if we. No, I don't go chat to men anymore. It's not a thing. doesn't happen. Come on, I'm a little tired. Do you like my new bikini? Where are you guys watching from? Also, look, the sun is already dipping, and it's 4:30 already. Crazy. I need to get a post up on Instagram. The lighting is actually really good right now. Do you hook up often? No, because I'm such a lover girl, and I catch feelings so quick, and then I get my heart broken, as we all saw with the karaoke from the favela. Hi, Linz. I lived in London for half of my life, living in Brazil for the past 2 years. I'm in Belo Horizonte right now. Let me know if you need anything. By the way, I'll be in London next month. Amazing. Thank you so much. Is the beach free or a fee for entering? No, you just pay for your chairs. But actually, with this hostel, I don't pay for the chair, which is quite good. It's a really good perk. If you send you 100,000, you will come to buy it. Well, I mean, yeah, 100,000, I could buy a house with that. So, I just meant like if someone gave me £10,000, I would travel a lot of other places before to buy. I'm trying to think of all the dangerous places in South America. I mean, to be honest, Colombia was a lot more dangerous than Rio. I think Rio's super touristy, so in a way, it's kind of a bit more safer. But Colombia, oh my god, guys, we were in the hostel and a guy went like missing. Santonio, his name was. He went like missing for like a day and a half. And the hostel was like, we better file a police report. I was like, yeah. They were like trying to find his iCloud, like last location and everything. It was crazy. The girls out there, I don't want to say it on my live because I'll probably get blocked, but the girls out there, they're savage. They be doing a bit of this. So be careful. Caribbean. Where are you watching in the Caribbean? Oh my god. You should do a fit channel, exercise on beach, hotel gyms. I know, there's so much I should do. I think when I get back to Australia, my focus is going to be pumping out the YouTube vlogs because I have a lot of YouTube vlogs from Europe summer last year and London, and then I'll get onto obviously South America, Brazil content, and by that time, I'll probably be coming back to Brazil for round 2. Who's the lady watching in the back? There are just ladies chilling on the beach. Where are you guys watching from? I can't lie, I've honestly just got so tired all of a sudden. I was up at 4 a.m. this morning. I feel like I could do with another nap. I can't lie. Why do you put an R after every word? I actually don't think I do, but Dominican Republic is another place I want to go, but I've also been sworn off those men as well. And they're so good looking. Oh my god, there were so many Dominican Republic guys in Miami. I kept asking all the good looking guys, I'd be like, what race are you? What ethnics are you? And they'd all be like Dominican Republic, and I'd be like. And then when I was posting about Brazilian guys or something, they were all saying Dominican guys are just as bad. Bro, the lady is judging you. They were like judging me before when I was taking all my content when I got my Caprina, but like, I just don't care anymore. I'm just like, you must have so much free time or be so miserable to just stand there and judge like a pretty young girl. I feel like that guy's really fit, but oh my god, the guys in Brazil are really short. It's a problem. And I'm not like short, and I love a tall guy. That's the problem. You can't have it all, can you? Maybe they're subscribers, no. I just like, he's got cornrows, he's got sunglasses, he's got tatouage. We drink a coffee with the king in the yacht. You want to come? Is there a limit on how many times you can renew your visa, or is it unlimited? I think you're allowed to spend 180 days in Brazil on a tourist visa, so half a year. So I think you can renew it once, 90 days, and then another 90 days. So I actually don't even think my first one's been renewed. Either when I jumped to Colombia, I got a new visa. I think this is what happened. I country hopped to Colombia, got my visa renewed when I came back to Brazil. Because actually, I would have been in Brazil from the 1st of February, and then I'm leaving, like... I've been in Brazil since the 1st of February. Where has that time gone? What the heck? February, March, and I'm leaving into April? That is what happened. I went to Colombia, and my visa got reset. That's crazy. That is crazy. I don't know where that time has gone. That's really scary, actually. Love the tan. Thank you. Thank you. Thank you. Thank you. Do you like London? Yes, I do, but I only like London if you're rich. I actually need to go into the ocean to pee, and whoever says they don't do that or that's disgusting is such a liar. Because who wants to go to grotty toilets when you can just go in the ocean? It's the like freshest, cleanest thing ever. Yes, my snap is at linzblog. I'm gonna go swimming. I'm gonna do the live for another 10 minutes. I always do. You are the most types of videos. I always do my lives to about an hour, and sometimes they do really good, and sometimes they don't. But I just like try to learn from them. Social media is all about learning, and if I want to grow a social media agency, I need to have all the skills and all the knowledge. So a lot of people buy my coaching sort of program. Don't pee in your swimsuit. Well, I'm gonna. Also, my swimsuit kind of matches my lip liner. Also, I really could do with like just an early night tonight and start my morning like so fresh tomorrow. Swim stream. Swim stream. No, Kayayo. I mean, it's not a bad idea, but I don't want to get my phone wet. Oh, I'm tired. I didn't have a coffee. Well, I had a little bit of a coffee today. But honestly, traveling like trains you. Like, woke up this morning, went for sunrise paddleboarding. What time did I get up? Oh my god, I got up at like 4 o'clock, guys. Went and did that. Got home at 8. Slept till 10. Packed up our room, our Airbnb. Checked out of that. Left that at 11, but was packing till like 10 to 11 because then I had a whole drama of my flatmate losing power in my apartment in Australia. Then got an Uber from like 11 till 12 to the hostel. From then till about 2. From 12 till like 1:30, I was making sure everything was locked in my hostel because we all know sneakers and my microphone got stolen in the hostel. We don't trust anyone no matter how nice the hostel looks. You don't know who you're living with. Sorry, I just burped. And then I came to the beach, and now I feel really really tired. I am poor, but I am very rich, friends. Then you're not poor, because there's a lot of rich people with no friends. I'm gonna have to ask this guy here if he can watch my stuff so I can pee, because I do want to chill at the beach a bit and just edit content after this. Where are you staying in Brazil? Homestay, Airbnb, or hotel? So most of the time I've been staying in hostels because I've actually been traveling solo. And traveling solo, if you've done it before, is very expensive. Leave phone and cheer and swim. Kaya, are you crazy? And then I was in Airbnb because one of my friends from London came to Brazil for a week or two. She's gone and got an Airbnb by herself because I have a collaboration with a hostel, and I also want to start saving money because I am going to be going back to Sydney and being hit with rent. Like, I'm already paying bills in Australia from my apartment over there. But when I literally land, I'll be paying like rent straight away for an apartment. So I need to be mindful of my money now. I was kind of just like tapping my card like crazy, which isn't even a bad thing because I work so hard. I also need to follow up on some brand deals that should come through, so that will be good. You're playing paddle. What? Oh my god, there's a guy coming with the barbecue, but I don't know how much he's going to charge. And I really need to pee, and I really want to vlog him doing it. So I might just wait a bit. See, for me, whenever I buy something at the beach, I'm like, I need to vlog it because then it can make me money. Potentially in the future. They must be like doing a loop back now, so that's time for shower school. Casual, that's it. They're working hard. Also, let me know when you guys want to see me go live again. I would actually, it'd be a good idea for me to go like live at a favela party. I think that would do so well. Maybe we'll go live at a favela party. Stay tuned. You ever get tired of the beach? No. I don't know. Some people don't like to come to the beach, and I find it the most therapeutic thing ever. I am a beach girl through and through. One, I love bikinis. I love to take content. I love to work out. I love to fly my drone. I love to swim. I love to surf. I used to bodyboard when I was a kid. I was born for the beach. Yeah, born for the beach. I never get sick of it. Like, this is a perfect day for me. I've done nothing but great day. I don't know, that I would prefer this 100 times over going to a shopping mall. Anyway, ask me a few more questions because I'm going to sign off in a couple of minutes, and I don't know when I'm going to sign back on. Maybe you're just going to get a surprise, and maybe it's just going to be favela party. Boom. We're here, out, linzblog. Also, kind of do feel like I want to do Sugarloaf Mountains DJ set tomorrow. So maybe that's another thing we're going to do because that's on the list. Do we do Sugarloaf Mountains tomorrow? The weather is meant to be really good, so yeah. Let me check the weather. It hasn't changed. Sometimes it does that. Okay, so I'm actually going to make videos about this when I get back to Australia about the crime because the amount of people that scared the living daylights out of me about crime, like even when I got to the hostel today, about 4 people said to me, be careful with your phone. And I can't lie, actually, I was vlogging and I was like walking and it came to like an intersection and this guy rode, like he literally like biked into me and I got such a fright because I was like, I'm getting robbed right now. Like that was my first instinct. But he just got more of a fright. He's like, oh, are you okay? You scooper. I was like, I'm fine. And I was like this with my camera. I was like, I'm fine. I was like, I'm fine. Don't worry about me. I was so worried he was going to rob my camera. I was like, this is my baby. But yeah, apparently it's worse in Ipanema, but I also think some people are just really not that smart. And I'm vlogging. I should be the first person to get my stuff stolen. So I don't know. I think I'm actually going to do a video on that when I leave Brazil because I think that was a big reason that stopped me from traveling here because obviously being a travel content creator, I want to be able to capture all my content. But this is me at the beach. My camera's there, my tripod's there, and my 2 phones are here. Obviously be smart and like when I'm going to go into the water, I'm going to literally go give my guy this stuff and say, can you please watch it? But it's not as bad as the internet makes it out to be. I think the people who get their stuff robbed make a big show and dance about it, and those are the videos that go viral. So then the people like me, where I literally am carrying a drone, 2 phones, microphones, all sorts. I don't make videos about sort of nothing happening to me, so then you only really have the bad stuff to compare with. You look so beautiful in the purple outfit. Obrigada. Anyway, I'm going to leave the vlog off here, guys. We hit 60 minutes, and I'll see you guys in my next one, whatever that will be. Who knows?